watching the replay, to go slide it to your what? Your right on Apple to share, from your bottom to the top for Android to share. Hey, Doc Wallace, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, you guys. Share it, share it, share it, share it with your friends on Periscope and Meerkat. We got Meerkat in the house. Welcome, everybody there at Meerkat. We're going to get started in 2 minutes. But in the meantime, go ahead and share. Share it with your friends, right? Share it with your friends. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Sister Jacqueline. Good morning, Sister Candace. Welcome. Let's go ahead and double or triple our count. Share it right now with your friends, brothers and sisters. We're talking about hashtag black wealth, hashtag black dollar. Thank you, Sister Candace. Hashtag what? Black enterprise. Hashtag BE modern man. These are the things that we're going to talk about. Live streams. Thank you, Sister Jacqueline. Thank you very much. Share it, everybody. Let's share it and hit the screen to give hearts. And we're going to get started in about 1 minute. 1 minute. Got some exciting information about the money game today. About the money game. You saw the title. Good morning, Sabrina from Georgia. Good morning, Sister Sabrina. All right. Good morning from Atlanta. Good morning, Sister Denise from Atlanta. Welcome. If you're new, put new in there. If you are new to this live stream, good morning, Sister Candace. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, thank you, Sister Denise. Welcome. Hope you come back. Hope you enjoy it. We talk about the money game, the rules to win the money game, and not the rules that we've been playing that allows us to lose. We can't play not to lose. We have to play the money game to win, and there's certain rules to win. There's certain rules to win. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds, so let's go ahead and let's share. Let's share. Prize. If you're about empowering our community economically, then I'm looking for you. You need to go to this website right here and subscribe. All right. On social media, you can find me by my name, DarrellMuhammad, just like you see here. Periscope, Twitter, Facebook fan page, YouTube. Just type in DarrellMuhammad and you'll find me there. Okay, let's go ahead and share it real quick. Let's go ahead and share. Hit the paradude in the corner, wherever corner he's in for you guys. Go ahead and hit the paradude there in the corner and share. All right, share. You're welcome, Sister Denise. Share. Hey, good morning, Meerkat. Hope you guys are doing fine. Feel free to restream over there at Meerkat. Okay, now, all right, it's a brand new year, 2016. If you need someone or you like the message and you would like for me to come to your town to speak to your group, reach out to me at DarrellMuhammad.net and I'll show you how you can have me come to your city and speak for free. All right. I'll be in Detroit February 19th through the 22nd. So if you're in Detroit and you want me to speak to a group that you have there, then please, brother and sister, reach out to me. We can't talk about financial empowerment enough in the black community. All right, we can't talk about it enough. Too often it's left out. Too often it's a, oh yeah, by the way. All right, and even when we address it in a very, in my humble opinion, a very immature way. It's still on the individual level. It starts there. It doesn't stop there. All right, it starts there. It doesn't stop there. So we need to mature our understanding, mature our conversation, mature what we do and understand about money. And that's the reason why we've done a series of the money game, TMG, the money game series. And we're just giving you nuggets, just bits and pieces so you can go and do the rest of the work. All right, brothers and sisters, you have to do the work. It's not for me to do. I'm doing mine. You have to do yours. This is just an exposure, right? Because nobody comes, or very few people come. None of the nationally recognized people. Susan Orman's not coming to our city, our community, right? Dave Ramsey's not coming to our community. Robert Kiyosaki's not coming to our community. None of them are coming to our community. So if I don't come, you don't come, we don't come, then we just don't know, right? Our community don't know. Individuals know it, but nobody comes, very few people come to bring it to our community, and that's what I'm attempting to do here. That's why I need your help. I need for you to share, and I need for you to come back over and over and over again. But even more important, I need to get to know your friends. All right? I need to get to know your friends. You don't know what your friends know until you... Rob Kiyosaki, okay. Well, good. Mega church, one of our mega church. Okay. Well, that's good. All right. But I'm targeting hashtag black wealth, black dollars, black enterprise, right? So I'm making it exclusive to us. But that's good, right? Robert Kiyosaki does do that. And I saw some videos that Robert Kiyosaki does have a level of social consciousness as it pertains to black people. So good for Robert Kiyosaki. We don't have enough. We don't have enough people to bring that to our community. So I'm just doing my part. I'm just one individual. You're one individual. But when we share, brothers and sisters, then we can spread the word faster, all right? Revolutions around the world are being started with social media. So let's start a financial revolution in our community with social media by sharing, all right? But I'm going to do my part. I'm going to reach out on these live streams. I'm going to make myself available to you. If you like this message, reach out to me, and I'll come to your city, and I'll do that for free. I'll speak for free, okay? All right, so today, the money game. We'll make it real quick, about 20 minutes, open up for questions so we can move on and implement these ideas, okay? All right, the money game, brothers and sisters. We're talking about the money game, the money game, the money game, right? The money game. We're talking about credit is your friend. Credit is your friend. If we learn the rules of the money game, understand credit, and then understand how to use it to win the money game, then credit becomes our friend. But I know what we've been taught, because I've been taught the same thing. I know what some of us may be thinking. Well, Darrell, credit is bad. Credit is for people who really don't have any money. Credit is a killer of your financial future. Credit, you should have no credit, just everything cash. My grandparents, they didn't have no credit. My grandmother and my parents say, hey, credit is the devil, right? Credit is slavery. Hey, Living Chic, you right? Credit is slavery. We hear all these bad things about credit, but that's what the understanding of the money game, to not to lose. Playing the money game not to lose instead of playing the money game to win, right? Now, Dave Ramsey, I like Dave Ramsey, has a lot of good information. Dave Ramsey is hard on credit. He has a portion of his program, radio program, where his students put their credit card in the blender and blend it up on the radio, and you can hear the credit card chopping up in the blender. All right. Now, here's the thing. I agree with all those ideas. I agree with Dave Ramsey. But here's the caveat. Here's the little exclamation point, not exclamation point, a little asterisk, if you will, on the end of that. I agree with him only if we don't know. I agree with him only if we don't know and don't understand how to use credit to our advantage. See, the banks and the finance companies understand credit, right? That's why they offer it, because they understand how to use credit to their advantage, to increase their bottom line. What you and I have to do, take off our consumer hat, put on our hat with the rules to win the money game, and the understanding how these things work and how to take advantage of them so we can win the money game. Okay? That's what we have to do. So yes, I agree with those, because it's like this. It's like the old saying goes, right? A fool and his money will always part, right? It's the fool part that's conditional, right? And that's the reason why the money always part, because a fool has it. So a credit in the hands of a fool, meaning a person who does not know, right? Who does not understand, right? Who does not understand how to use it to their advantage in winning the money game. All right. So what is credit? right? Now, I'm not going to get into all the nuances of credit. There's companies out there, there's books and people, Susan Orman and all those guys. Let them spend their time on those intricacies. I deal with concept and mindset and a little skill set, right? Because you have to do the majority of the work, not me. You have to do the majority of the work and go out and find it out on your own and use it and apply it to you. All right. One thing I learned as a stockbroker is that you give general information, right? General concepts, but you have the specific application for your unique situation. All right. That's what we have to understand. All right. So what is credit? Credit is basically your financial history. It's your financial history. It tells the world that you're trustworthy or lack thereof when it comes to money. All right. It's your promise to pay. It's your good word. Your word is bond and bond is life, right? And you'll give your life before what? Our word shall fail us. That's good credit. If we live by that motto, then we should have good credit. If we don't have good credit, then we need to live by that motto. Good credit is your promise to pay. Oh, I'll promise you, let me borrow the money. It's like children say, I'll be good. Let me go out to play. I'll be good. Right? So the parent lets the child go out to play, but now we have to wait and see if the child is going to be good. If they're going to come home and wash the dishes like they promised they would if you let them go, roller skating with their friends. All right? Are we still like that as grown adults? Or is our word our bond, right? So go ahead and share it with your friends. Thank you, Denise, Sister Denise. Go ahead and share it with your friends right now because, see, this is information that we need, especially at the beginning of the year, 2016. We have all these resolutions, which many times are hopes and dreams. But we have to have some mass, right? We have to have meat. We have to have an understanding. That's why the Bible says, of all these things, get ye understanding. It didn't say another book. It didn't say go back to school. It didn't say, go get another job. It said get understanding. Understanding. So we need to understand how credit is used or how we can use credit to win the money game. All right. So it's your promise to pay. It's an indication of your trustworthiness. All right. It shows our financial responsibility. Right. It's public notice. It lets the world know, those that have credit to lend. It lets them know if we're financially responsible. Did we ever learn that a skill, if you will, or develop that trait growing up? Or do we still need to learn it? All right. So that's what it tells us. Now, how is credit our friend? Darrell, the title says credit is our friend. How is it our friend? First of all, I want to make sure we understand, brothers and sisters, credit is the number one tool to leverage your way to wealth. Let me say it again. Credit, your good word, is the number one tool in leveraging your way to wealth. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have, as I mentioned before, and I'm going to mention on every webcast, make sure you go to DarrellMuhammad.net, subscribe, because we're going to have some live streams, some live webinars. We're going to get down into the specifics of these concepts. All right. We're going to have dialogue. We're going to get into some coaching sessions. All right. A lot of things is going to happen more private on DarrellMuhammad.net. So I'm just going to scratch the surface so we can see the possibilities and get a better understanding on how to use credit to win at the money game, right? So it's the number one tool in leveraging your way to wealth. Now remember, the objective of the money game is just like a board game, like Monopoly, right? Is to go around the board without landing in jail and landing on other people's properties where you have to pay to rent their space while you're there, right? It's to circumvent, right? Like the Kaaba. Circumvent the board as many times as you can and have as much money. Okay? So the objective of the money game, brothers and sisters, is financial freedom. Financial freedom, we defined that last time, is financial freedom. That's the objective of the money game. To have enough passive income to cover your desired lifestyle sometime in the future. Hopefully in the near future. All right? Now, why is credit your friend? Because if we have good credit, right? Of course, good credit. Then it opens financial doors, brothers and sisters, that only good credit can open. Right? Good credit is a key to a lot of financial opportunities that only good credit can open. Only good credit can open. Doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. Doesn't matter how long you've been on your job. It doesn't matter a lot of other things. It boils down in many financial opportunities to your credit, your ability, your history of your ability to pay back money, to pay back debt. It's natural for us to want, right? But what will we be able to give? Will we be able to pay our debt in good times and bad? All right. So credit is our friend because one, it's the number one tool to leverage to build wealth. The fastest way to build wealth and win at the money game, which is financial freedom, is leverage, right? And we'll talk about that in the private events. Now, all right, another good thing about it and why credit is your friend, because when you have good credit, 700 and 720 and above, then we stand out from the crowd. We stand out from the crowd. Creditors or banks and credit cards and lenders look for people with A credit, 7 plus, 700 plus, 720 plus, right? The ball is in your court, my court, when we have that kind of credit score. So people, the world is our a kingdom, if you will. The financial world opens up to people with good credit who understand that good credit is my friend. You treat your friend good, you protect your friend, you look out for your friend. That's what we have to do with credit. All right? Now, if credit is not your friend, as it is not for most people, right? Hey, Dubai, how you doing? All right, Dubai. So if credit is not your friend, here's what we need to do to make it our friend. Okay? If credit is not your friend, meaning we're not up there in the 700 and above, in the nosebleed section of the credit score, right? Then there's some things we need to do. We need to do. All right? Here's some don'ts. Don't use credit. Don't use credit for your living expenses. You don't use credit card to go buy your groceries. Right? You don't use credit card to, I don't know what you could pay your car note. Right? Don't use credit card for living expenses. Right? Here's how to make it your friend. Don't use it for your living expenses. Get a debit card. Right? So if there's money in the bank, it works. If there's no money in the bank, it doesn't work. It's one of the ways to get out of the credit trap and to start making credit your friend. The other thing that you have to do is be honest. Right? Be honest, brothers and sisters. I used to have a credit repair company long time ago. Right? Be honest. If you owe, pay it. Now here's the caveat. Here's the catch. Pay it, but know what you do? You negotiate a low payoff debt. You negotiate a low payoff debt. So yeah, pay it. Don't lie and say it's not yours. None of that old trickery, right? You want to get out the mindset of being, deceptive, right? Deceptive trade practices, they call it. You're not lying, you're just deceiving the people. Okay? So we want to be honest. We want to be honest, right? When it comes to money, we want to be honest. So yes, I owe it, but let's negotiate a payoff settlement, a lower payoff settlement. All right. Now, here are some of the steps I want to share with you. I want to give you some things you can consider that you can do. I do it. I've always done it, the past several years, and it's something you want to do. When I was a stockbroker, I used to call up my clients at the beginning of the year or the end of the year, mostly, and say, hey, come on in. It's time to do a financial checkup. Just like you do a physical every year, you need to do a financial physical every year. We'll cover that maybe on a private webinar. Okay, what is the things that we need to do to conduct our own financial physical. All right. So here's what we need to do. All right. First thing we need to do is you need to get a copy of your credit score. You need to know what that is. I use creditkarma.com. Like they say on a commercial, it's totally free. You don't have to subscribe to any magazines or anything like that. All right. So you want to get your credit score. Number 2, you want to find a reputable credit repair company. Right. Do your research. Right. Do your research. Get a couple of them. Study them. Analyze them. Understand how are they different from each other. All right. I forgot which one it is. One of them worked actually on behalf of your debtors, and all kind of other stuff. So you have to do your research. All right. So you can go that route, and I suggest and I recommend you do that. All right. Now the other thing, you can do it yourself. I don't recommend that. I don't. All right. Because we haven't done it up to this point, then chances are, we probably won't do it later. And then when you pay a company to do it, you can hold them accountable to get it done. And that's all they do, so they can get it done faster than you and I can, trying to figure it out. We really don't have time to figure out everything. The main thing we have to figure out is our motivation. What motivates us to get this work done? All right. Number 3 is I said it again, negotiate a low payoff. Pay in full. Pay in full. Not a balance, but a pay in full settlement. A low pay in full settlement. Okay? That's what you want to do. Either do it yourself or get with creditrepair.com or whatever. You do the homework. You do the research. Go with someone that's maybe a Better Business Bureau accredited or something like that. Be intelligent, but don't be slow. Be intelligent and don't be slow, and let the money go. All right? Let the money go. It's hard to win at the money game being niggardly, being stingy, being scared to invest. Right? You want to get to work, but you're scared to invest in a car. Want to get to work, but you're scared to stand on the sidewalk and wait for the bus because dogs might be coming. You might get robbed, right? Let the money go, brother. So see, that's a reason to have a budget, because you have a plan on how you're going to get out of that situation, and you're going to work towards your financial freedom plan. So you say, man, okay, it costs $500 for this credit repair company. All right. And they'll take a certain amount down, good. So I'm going to work a couple more hours at work. I'm gonna turn in some cans. I'm gonna save some cans. I'm gonna sell some candy. I'm gonna have my daughter sell some candy. My children, I'm gonna sell something. And I'm gonna get this money. Man, because I can see it. Once I get my credit score up, Darrell said get it up to about 720, and this is what I'll be able to do. I'll be able to leverage, accelerate. Leverage just means accelerate. It's a strategy. It's a way to accelerate your wealth. All right. So negotiate the payoff. Here's a good one I learned years ago. Open up an account, a savings account at your local credit union. I'm going to cover that strategy more in detail on the live event. So make sure you go to DarrellMuhammad.net and subscribe. Yes, I'm pitching it because that's just what time it is, right? You can't hit if there's no pitcher, right? Can't hit the ballpark. Can't hit the ball out the ballpark if there's no pitcher. I'm pitching it. You got to swing and hit it out the park. All right. So go to your local credit union. Some of them you have to be a member. Some of them you don't. Right. And open up a savings account. Right. They're more lenient than a bank. They're better, I think, than a bank in what we're trying to do here in the money game. All right. Then the next thing we want to do, I think that's it. All right. Now, the goal is to get your credit score up to 720 and above. 720 and above. Right? 720 and above. You got to constantly watch it. You got to constantly monitor it. You have to understand the whole credit score game. Right? The whole credit score game. You know, no credit is worse than bad credit in some instance, right? Nobody wants to take the chance on being the first person or the only person lending you money. So there's a lot of things you have to learn or pay a reputable company to do, right? Stop holding on to this dollar that's depreciating every second, is getting weaker and weaker, and we're holding on to it, squeezing the hell out of the dollar, right? As I said on previous live stream, we squeeze the hell out of a dollar and we waste our time. The most valuable asset you and I have is a ticking clock called time. We just let that just go frivolously. But a dollar, oh man, we'll squeeze the hell out of a dollar. Let the dollar go and maximize your time. Okay? So get the score up to 720, keep it there. Now you're in a position. Now you're able to do something that I learned as a stockbroker and analyzing companies. All right? Then you and I will be able to do what they call, companies call on Wall Street, debt restructuring. Debt restructuring. And I don't have time to get into that right now for the sake of time, but we'll cover that on the webinars, all right? But it's called debt restructuring. Oh, there was something else I left off. Wait, let me see something. Oh, yeah. Number six is after you open up the account at the credit union, right? Then here's what you want to do. You want to go and apply for a signature loan. A signature loan. You might not can get it the first time, but at least you'll know why. You know what your credit score is, right? And then you'll know, what do I have to do to qualify for a signature? The key word is a signature loan or a signature line of credit. Oh, brothers and sisters, you just don't know how powerful that is, right? That means that your credit is so good that you can walk into the credit union and sign your name on a piece of paper and they'll give you money. Not secured by your house, not a title loan on your car, right? Not a payday loan on your future income. No. You can go into the credit union and sign a piece of paper and they'll give you $5,000, $10,000 or $2,000 on your signature. That's where you want to go. That's where you want to be in order to maximize and play the money game to win. Play the money game to win. Now, once your credit score is up to 700, then you do what I just mentioned called debt restructuring. That's what major corporations do. They have debt that they acquire to get into business. They have debt to acquire to finance inventory. They have debt that they acquire for payroll. You didn't know that. They borrow money to make payroll. They borrow money for a lot of other things, for expansion and growth. But once they get their balance sheet together, right? Once they get their debt to income ratio together, right? Once they get their debt service ratio higher, right? Then they go in and they refinance that debt at a lower interest rate. Because the higher credit score, the lower interest rate, the cheaper money is for you. The lower your credit rate is, the more you're paying for your money. So you go in and you refinance your car note, brings your payment down. You refinance or you cancel your credit cards, you get your low interest rate credit cards. That lowers your payments down, right? You move your balance over to the lower interest credit card. What that does, brothers and sisters, that frees up cash for you, right? Not new money, that frees up old money. If your monthly payment on your car note goes down $100, that's $100 more in your pocket, right? If your credit card, you're paying 18%, right? You move that over to a credit card where it's 10%, 8%, because your credit score is 720. You're understanding the rules to the money game, and you're playing by those rules to win. Now you're paying a lower percentage on that money, right? On your payment, on your credit card payment. So that puts money back in your pocket. That puts more money back in your pocket from the money you're already making. All right? That's how credit is your friend in the money game. That's how you use credit. That's just the beginning, brothers and sisters. Once you do that, now, like I said, financial opportunities open, and now you apply certain strategies, specific strategies of leverage to build wealth, to become financially free, and to learn how to accelerate in winning the money game by playing the money game to win and not to lose, by playing by these rules, by having an understanding on how credit is your friend, or how to make credit your friend. All right. So if there's any questions, go ahead and put that in the live stream right now, because we're right at the bottom of the hour. We like to start and end on time. So that's this episode of the Money Game, brothers and sisters. You put these live streams together, and you got yourself something very, very powerful, something that you can actually implement and materialize in your life, not next year, not in 6 months, not even in 3 months, but right now. Okay? So once again, go to DarrellMuhammad.net, subscribe, so when we start our live webinars, and I think I'm going to start hopefully this Saturday, then you can become a part of that. We can dialogue and exchange, and you'll get more in-depth information on how to implement, how to use, and how to understand the rules of the money game to win and not to lose. All right? So with that being said, brothers and sisters, I appreciate your time. Hashtag Black Wealth, hashtag Black Dollars, hashtag Black Enterprise, hashtag Black Financial Empowerment. I'm your brother, Darrell Muhammad, coming to you from Houston, Texas. Happy that you were able to be here with us. Watch the replay, share the replay, give hearts, and God willing, we'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. All right? As always, you know the closeout. We'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but even more important than that, our suffering black community needs your very best. All right? So until tomorrow, take care, everybody. God bless. All right, Miracaters, thank you very much. Living Chic, thank you very much. Afridi from Dubai. All right, thank you very much for restreaming. And sorry about that. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.